We've seen him get submissions, we've seen him get TKOs, we've seen him win gritty decisions, but he has got his hand raised every single time he has to step into the cage. He brings the Mexican fighting spirit into each and every one of his fights. And one of his fights has had to deal with a toe injury, had split his toe wide open, needed stitches, but fought through it, through hands, earned him a title fight opportunity here tonight. He will have his hands full, fighting one of only a few Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts. We'll talk more about his opponent later. Mario Bustos, as you said in our intro, Jake, he's a dog.
Yeah, he got that dog in him. He loves to fight, throw down. He's got good movement, good striking, good grappling, and that's why you get those title fights. You become a well-rounded fighter, and you get your opportunity for gold. Yeah,
he's got a good pace on him too. He'll fight hard for the three rounds that he's done in the past, but he's got a 5-rounder here tonight. Yeah, Bustos will be the shorter fighter. I think he'll have the striking advantage. Thankfully, a good grappler himself, because his opponent is a bit of a grappling ace.
That's one thing I always like to see, though, is the black belt versus anybody else.
Yeah. All right, Bustos making his way in the cage. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome Nico Martinez to the red corner.
All right, Nico Martinez. No one wanted to fight this man on his debut. Juan Gutierrez, who we saw fight and win earlier, he stepped up and fought him. Since then, Nico's fought a couple of guys, subbed them all. Nico Martinez, a good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Really working on his striking. Becoming pretty experienced now, though.
That's one thing about the black belts that decide to start their amateur careers, get some fights in the mix. Like, as they get their amateur careers, you know, done, finished, let me figure out my style exactly. Are we going to see black belts that like to use their black belt to not use their black belt and strike only? Or do we see them utilizing their striking to find their way to the ground game? Get that real hard grappling action started.
So usually guys who got their black belt first and then started fighting second, they rely on their grappling pretty heavily. Like personally, I started fighting when I was, I think, a purple belt. And that's why, like, as a black belt, I kind of prefer to strike. Yeah. But Nico, he will use his jiu-jitsu. He will use it well. He had one of the coolest transitions into submissions and a fight just a couple fights ago. And his last fight, his opponent shot on him, and Nico was able to counterattack with a submission. We got him in the cage. The title's up for grabs. Let's get this one started. Here's Wayne. Oh, sorry, we have our tail of the tape coming up. Really like the new graphics here. Bustos, the older fighter. I didn't realize Nico was so young. Both guys coming in under the scratch rate limit. Both fighters undefeated at 3-0. Now here's Wayne.
The following contest is scheduled for 5 rounds for the Fury Amateur Series Bantamweight Championship, and it is your co-main event of the evening. This fight is brought to you by DeNunaLawFirm.com. For help with DWI and criminal defense, give them a call at 713-257-8889 or visit them online at DeNunaLawFirm.com. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This Texas Third Coast mixed martial artist stands 5 feet, 6 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 134.2 pounds. Fighting out of A-Leave, Texas, he holds an undefeated amateur record of 3 wins, no losses. Here is Mario El Apache Bustos. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Representing Rodrigo Pinheiro, BJJ, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet, 10 inches tall, and he weighed in at 134.4 pounds. Fighting out of San Antonio, Texas, he too holds an undefeated amateur record of 3 wins, no losses. This is Nico Martinez. And now referee Ryan Thompson with your final championship instructions.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. Protect yourselves at all times and follow my instructions. Touch gloves. Let's do this.
All right, 5 rounds underway.
Oh,
Oh, good head kick. Oh, there's the takedown from Martinez.
we actually noticed Nico was throwing a lot of kicks in his warm-up. It's nice to see him using them, developing that new skill set with his striking. It's a takedown early, man. You get this black belt in full mount.
That's a rough order right there.
Absolutely. Bustos gonna have to rely on that grit that he brings to the cage every time if he wants to try to survive
You got
this full mount.
30 seconds in,
gotta
full
watch that
mounted.
arm.
That's a really gonna have to make some good decisions going forward.
Yeah, Nico thought about pinning that arm and throwing that left leg over for a triangle choke, but decided against it. He's looking for a head and arm choke now. Nico Martinez. Notice Bustos kind of framing his own arms. Bustos trying to keep his right elbow down to the ground under the armpit as much as possible. As he gets it there. Bustos doing a good job kind of surviving this dangerous position.
It's one of those things when you have a black belt on top of you is, are they gonna try to strike or are they just gonna go sub to sub to sub to sub till you get too tired to defend?
Oh, Bustos threw that punch. Oh,
There
man,
it
deep
is.
arm bar there.
Oh,
Nico
arm bar
Martinez.
finish.
keeps-
Man, that's a hard start. That's
Yeah.
a hard start to get clipped and then get double-legged and mounted all in a 30-second process. I mean,
Nico Martinez keeps the submission streak alive, becomes the new Fury Bantamweight champion. I'd be curious who he's gonna fight next. I know our guy Jose Cordova, he had to vacate the belt because he had to go get an operation.
yeah.
I'd be curious if they maybe do like a unified match. I'll go talk to Nico and see if going pro is his next play or if he's gonna defend this belt.
Really solid work for Martinez. That transition from that armbar from mount was really tight. I mean, I don't think that there was any way of getting out of that. The elbow was so captured. Really, really solid work. Wayne making his way around the ring, getting all the official paperwork filed, get our new champion crowned. Solid first championship fight of the night. We'll go to Wayne for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes. 1 minute, 17 seconds into the very first round. Declaring your winner by tap out due to an armbar and new Fury Amateur Series Bantamweight Champion, Nico Martinez.
All right, guys, I'm here with the new champion, Nico Martinez. Nico, the submission streak stays alive, finding a round 1 armbar from full mount. I'll tell you, though, I know you've been working on your striking. It was a big high kick that set up that double leg. The rest was history, man. Give us your thoughts on your performance here tonight.
Yes, sir. First and foremost, I want to thank Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior. Yeah, thank God. Thank God. I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, but I think that I've been putting in a lot of work with my team and with my new team in Austin, and the accumulation of work between San Antonio and Austin has, built me to be where I am today, and this is just the beginning. I'm under no delusion that this is where it stops. This isn't the top, right? I have high-level goals, and with the team I'm with, I'm going to reach them.
And that brings me to my next question. The last 135-pound champ did have to vacate, opening up the title fight for you guys today. He's ready to fight again. Are you going to defend your belt as an amateur? Are you going to go pro? What's next for Nico Martinez?
That's a talk I'm going to have with my coach. I'm right now happy with the performance. Of course, there's always room to improve, but we'll go back to the lab and thank God I'm here injury-free, but we'll see what's next.
Enjoy the victory. Your champion, Nico Martinez.
All right, congratulations to Nico Martinez.